drinking blood, rings that cut each other, dresses his kid up in a dress. Like, Megan Fox, what happened to you?
Megan Fox just got called out by the straightforward and fearless MMA beast Sean Strickland, who dragged her out once again in the shade of immense criticism, especially circulating around her disgusting approach towards parenthood, which many refer to as clear child abuse. Now, we all know that Megan Fox has been under the radar quite a few times due to her disgraceful approach to parenting, going as far as insisting her sons dress like girls, and much more. Well, her behavior certainly doesn't strike as odd to her, and that is due to the presence of someone like Kelly, who is quite popular himself for his bold choices. And while people usually criticize him online for it, Sean Strickland took it on himself the job to actually call him out in person. Now, we all know Sean Strickland is certainly not one of those who backs out from the fights he picks, even outside the ring, and perhaps that is why the audience loves him. And those who didn't perhaps have started to do so after this controversial exchange between the two parties. So let's find out the series of events that led to Megan Fox's humiliation in the end from the very beginning. Recently, a controversy took place between Sean Strickland and the American rapper and singer Machine Gun Kelly at a power slap event held in Las Vegas. And perhaps that is why the audience loves him. Kelly, a few feet apart from him and itching to call him out for his oddly prominent appearance, he reached the musician and said some things that were definitely not pleasant for MGK. It is completely hilarious how Sean just called him a weirdo, confronting Kelly without batting an eye at his bodyguard, who seems certainly hesitant to just confront Sean. It is that kind of confidence that took the people around Sean, including Machine Gun Kelly, by surprise, especially Kelly, who was certainly at his wit's end, and he was certainly lucky when people pulled Sean back, scurrying the MMA boxer away from the scene. However, the fight was far from over when Sean called out MGK once again while leaving the room.
What happened with Machine Gun Kelly?
I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Go.
What happened?
I'm easy to find, vampire man.
Hey, you're cool off him or what? You're cool off him?
Say what?
You're cool off him?
I am easy to find, vampire man. Sean did not hold back his punches at all while elaborating on his sudden altercation with the singer.
Shit, I meet this vampire. Like, dude, you wake up every day and you dress like a vampire. I don't know if he does or doesn't. Maybe it's just a wardrobe. But dude, you dress like a vampire, man. You look like the goth kid on South Park, and you go out in the world like this. Like, this only happens because you are...
Well, Sean might be right, because Machine Gun Kelly is popular for his exotic looks and practices that are a bit different from normal people, such as cults, dressing in female dresses, and weird haircuts. Not to mention the oddly normal ritual he and Megan Fox usually perform, which makes his being called out a vampire more relevant. Many people already know the insane ritual the duo is oddly fond of, which requires both of them to drink each other's blood. And somehow, it appears normal to Megan Fox, as she told at Lamour UK that it's just a few drops. But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion, for ritual purposes only. And what's more striking is the duo's appeal to be left unquestioned on their bizarre rituals, while often showing their disgust towards their fans and the public. That is what stoked Sean Strickland to loathe and confront MGK when he saw the opportunity to approach him personally. If there was another celebrity in Strickland's place, he would have preferred to redirect his hate towards Kelly via Twitter or digital media. But Strickland is a hardcore tough fighter who probably likes to settle things face to face. Moreover, Strickland also pointed out the crass trend of these overly hyped influencers who just get on their high horses after a little bit of fame, indulging in this weird god complex, while also influencing the public into doing weird and harmful things in the name of fashion and modernism.
People, you guys, they're not like me and you. They're not the guys you see at the shopping store. They're not the guy getting gas. Like, they have this weird god complex.
Not to mention, according to Strickland, it was the same attitude from Machine Gun Kelly that provided flair to a normal joke, which escalated into a heated confrontation, with Strickland going as far as clenching his fist just to hit MGK.
I mean, like I was less than human. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna humble you right now. And then my girl kind of got in the way, and then I was like, whoa, chill the out.
Well, MGK was certainly lucky there, because further confrontation would have turned out really bad for him. However, the controversy was not over, and it heated up once again after the video circulated like fire on social media, with people commenting on the scene and wondering what the singer's wife Megan had to say about the incident. After the fight, Sean did not shy away from confronting the singer on Twitter as well, tweeting at TMC, "You see that vampire? That thing tried to step up to me. How is that thing banging Megan Fox? What the hell? I'm over this shit. Find me a mountain." This was followed by another tweet from Strickland when Machine Gun Kelly went on Logan Paul's podcast trying to shut Sean down. "Shut the fuck up and don't speak to me anymore." Strickland gave a more savage reply to the singer, following his statement in another tweet. He joked about getting lectured by a guy who drinks blood and wears a purse, calling Machine Gun Kelly a weirdo. This fiery exchange caused outbursts on the forums and social media, where the public openly expressed their reactions to the fight and mostly sided with Strickland. People even went so far as to highlight the nature of MGK and how he tried to start fights with people less powerful. Machine Gun Kelly was facing a significant backlash alone until Megan Fox joined the party, just to channel some of that backlash towards herself. While Megan abstained from making a ruckus on the social media sites, she DM'd Sean Strickland, complaining that Sean was actually the reason she and her kids were being bullied.
So she hit me up, and I was like, fame level reach, and the message was actually really kind of fucked up. It was kind of fucked up. It was more of like, hey, you know what? My kids get bullied, and like I get bullied online because you said they're and like they're not trans, like they want to dress like.
Sean, on the other hand, admitted that he shouldn't be making fun of her kids, but he pointed out the fact that Megan being bullied online had much more to do with other factors like the blood drinking rituals and other weird things.
He's wearing like a fucking vampire trench coat, has a fucking purse, painted nails.
Surprisingly, Sean claimed his fondness for Megan Fox, revealing that he was a big fan of Megan Fox back in the days when she was in Transformers. Seeing his crazy obsession over the Transformer actress and redirecting his immense hate towards her husband points out the fact that Sean, along with many of Megan's fans, secretly blames MGK for the weird and sudden changes in Megan Fox's life. And this might be true up to a certain extent. Before her engagement, Megan Fox was one of the most popular girls in Hollywood, killing her audience with her beauty. However, she has evolved into a weird character ever since she got together with Machine Gun Kelly. The absurd actions of the actress include her weird obsessions, her children's weird and feminine outfits, and much more. She even gifted her husband a necklace with her blood in the pendant when she was going out of the city for a movie. This was the change that Strickland talked about when he elaborated on his reactions to Machine Gun Kelly. The tension between the American singer and the MMA fighter is still high, as there has been no backing down from either side. However, there have been no jabs lately at each other, which is obviously a good sign. The stance that Sean took against Kelly is a stance that should have been taken by many other influential people, because such influencers who preach in the community bizarre outfits and immoral actions are poison to our society. How can one be sure that that child will not follow the footsteps of an influencer like Machine Gun Kelly, live a normal life and treat all other people with respect and gratitude?